Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how you can use watermelon rinds and make a beautiful lacto fermented pickles. To start with, of course you need big and matured watermelon to get thick rinds. This watermelon is too big for me and the knife is too small, so I am basically struggling to cut the watermelon. Look at the color, it's so beautiful, isn't it? I'm going to use the half portion only and will cut out both the sides. Lacto fermented vegetables are very good for our gut health. It adds the good bacteria into the ferment, and when we consume the fermented food, it helps to maintain the balance between the microorganism in our gut and also add the good bacteria called lactobacillus. Now I'm going to cut the flesh and check out. Leaving little bit is okay actually, because this is quite sweet and it will help yeast and bacteria to ferment it faster. I'm going to use this flesh to make a beautiful homemade soda. The video I'm going to upload soon. So you will know there is nothing you can waste in watermelon. You can use every part of the watermelon. Now I'm going to take out the skin from the rinds. This is a bit hard, so while doing it, be careful. It's going to make this place messy. I'm going to do it later inside. Let me show you what are the other ingredients I'm going to use. I'm going to use carrots. You can use your preferred vegetables. The recipe is quite flexible actually. And I will cut the carrots into long 4 pieces. I'm also going to use some green chilies, some garlic cloves, little bit ginger and little bit fresh turmeric. Remove the skin from the garlic and smash them little bit, no need to chop. Now taking a sterilized jar. When I say sterilized, that means you wash with soap water and also with boiling water. And now I'm just adding the garlics and chilies. I will just make it half and then also add the turmeric and ginger at the same time. Also adding the carrots. The reason for not cutting the carrots into small pieces so that it will not float, we need to ensure everything is submerged under the brine. That's why I'm also cutting the rinds into big pieces, big long pieces, so that it will be easy to arrange everything under the brine. If you want to cut them into small pieces, you can do that also. Just ensure that everything is submerged under the brine. To do that, you can use a glass wedge and put on top so that everything will be submerged. But if you do this way, then even the small herbs, the garlic, the turmeric, nothing will come out on top and float. If anything is floating on top, it might attract molds or fungus. So that's why we have to ensure nothing is floating. Now I'm going to add water and see how much water I need to use to make everything submerged under the brine. Based on the water needed, we will know how much salt to use. Many people get confused about the salt percentage. There are various ways to use the salt percentage, but generally I prefer this way. This is easiest. You just need to know how much water you need, and then you can use 4 to 5% salt of that amount of water. I have used 1 stick of curry leaves just for some extra flavor. And now I'm going to use these bay leaves. People say that if you use bay leaves or tea bags or grape leaves, it will keep the ferment crispy. Though I personally don't think so, because I have tried before, but I think if you use some bay leaves, it can also give you some flavor. I have taken this small cheesecloth and taken 1 spoon fennel seeds and half spoon chili powder. This will give some extra aroma and taste to the rinds, but if we mix those powder and the seeds in the brine, it will float on top and might attract mold or fungus. So that's why it's better to put in a cheesecloth or in a tea bag and then put inside. And now I'm going to make the brine ready. As measured before, I need around 600 ml water. So when you're using water, make sure you are using only filtered water or distilled water or spring water, not the tap water. and I have taken 5% salt of 600 ml, which is 30 grams of salt. Salt should be always Himalayan pink salt or sea salt or kosher salt, basically salt without any iodine, because the iodine in the salt can hinder the fermentation. Make sure the salt has been dissolved fully, and then you can add the brine to the jar. Many people also get confused with the grams. So basically 30 grams of salt means 2 tablespoons of salt. So here you can see everything is nicely submerged inside the brine. And now I'm going to close the lid and leave outside for a few days. In between I might burp 1 or 2 times because this is not fully airtight, so I don't need to burp every day. Today is the 3rd day and I'm going to open now and see what's happening. Yesterday I didn't burp, so you can see lots of bubbles and foam on top. Let me rotate a bit and then I will take a spoon, and if I put the spoon inside, you can see all the small bubbles going up. This is the sign that it's actively fermenting, and because it was closed, so those carbon dioxide produced during the fermentation was trapped inside and now it's coming up. Once the fermentation starts, the water will be cloudy like this because the lactobacillus actually converting the starch to lactic acid, and during this process some of the yeast and bacteria will die also. That's why sometimes you will notice some residue at the bottom. That's actually dead skin of the yeast and bacteria. So I'm going to close the lid now and leave it for another 3 days. Today is the 7th day. I wanted to keep for 5 days, but I forgot to open on 5th. The rinds become little bit soft. If you are in a country where the temperature is above 30 degrees, you shouldn't keep it more than 5 days. Otherwise your ferments will be a little bit soft like this. So I'm going to strain now. If the weather is hot, the fermentation will be very fast. That's why you should adjust as per the weather in your country, how many days you want to keep outside. Don't throw this brine. This is very healthy. You can drink as it is, or you can use it for your next batch of fermentation, or you can use to ferment eggs in this brine. And this vegetable you can keep as it is in the fridge and you can use accordingly. I'm going to show you how I use these vegetables, especially the rinds. I'm going to cut the rinds, the carrot in the small pieces, and I'm going to use in my fried rice. You can see the rinds become little bit soft. If you keep 3 to 5 days, it will be not so soft and bit crunchy, but never mind, I like this. It gives me a feeling of kimchi. In fact, you can use the lacto fermented rinds as a good substitute of kimchi. Taken 1 slice of turmeric, 1 garlic clove and little chili, and now I'm going to mix in my fried rice. The taste is very similar to kimchi, so you will feel like you are having a kimchi fried rice. Here is my vegan fried rice with cabbage and celery, and now I'm going to add the fermented vegetables, the rinds, the carrots, and on top I'm going to sprinkle my lacto fermented mango hot sauce. So the fried rice will be little bit spicy with amazing flavor. If you are non-vegetarian, you can add chicken, fish or seafood also. Now I'm adding little bit fried peanuts from top. And 1 cilantro leaf for garnishing. So my lacto fermented vegetable fried rice is ready. This is not only tasty, but it's very healthy as well. There are various ways to eat the lacto fermented vegetables, but this is my favorite way to eat. You can also try at home and let me know how it was. If you like this video, comment below, give me a thumbs up, press the subscribe button if you haven't, and I will see you again with many more fermented food recipes. Stay healthy and happy.